Alrighty. Psionics. Unfortunately, we don't have psionic theory yet. So what are we going to be getting in the meantime? I could use quite a few leaders, so... not statescraft. Aptitude is something for me to consider. It'll allow me to make leaders cheaper, as well as make them better. Aptitude is pretty dang good. How much am I spending on my leaders every single month? Leaders are almost consuming 88. So that is a thing for me to consider. If I don't have to, I don't need to. We're going to be picking up psionics. We're going to be picking up domestication. So I only have 2 more trees to pick up. Now, supremacy is always nice to just get a stronger military. But I don't need it now. Ship build speed. I don't think we actually need supremacy. Like, don't get me wrong. It'd be great to be able to have a large fleet that can do more damage and all that. I don't think we need it. What does psionics give us? Psycorps, cool. Situation speed, psionic pop, habitability, and happiness improved. Code breaking, encryption. And yeah, so I could go as subterfuge. It would make it to where we're impossible to hack and all that. Empire size effect. Oh, nice. I could also do that. We are very wide. Habitat alloy upkeep reduced. Colony development speed improved. Starbase influence cost. I'm probably deceased by now. Cholito, you're alive, actually. You are very much alive. You've been a good spy. You are probably either about to die or retire, though. I may actually have to force retire. We may need to find you your replacement. Pop growth speed would be nice, but... Empire systems sprawl from systems and planets? Yeah, but that's not... Monthly influence is nice. I could go with that. Counselor experience gain, that'd be good. I could go with domination. We are pretty big. And empire size from pops right now is a problem for me. No, I can still work. Back in my day, I didn't get to retire. Soon, you're not going to have any more days. May just have to accept the reality of the situation and find you a successor, perhaps a child. Cholito Jr. I will be reborn. I mean, unless you would think that, you know, retire to the farm, actually start a family, and then retire to the farm afterwards. Anomaly discovery chance. Adaptability, pop housing usage. Survival of the fittest, habitability is improved, max districts, resettlement. Nah, adaptability does nothing for us. So domination's looking good. Enmity is great for having rivals and improving based on rivals. This isn't really a rival empire we're using right now, though. How old are you? You're in your 80s. Now, I did take Harmony to improve the lifespan of everybody by at least additional 10 years, but even with that, everyone's starting to reach old age and retiring. Hurry Pollo's already retired. Just transfer his brain to a new body. I'm sure nothing could possibly go wrong. Let's see. Politics. +1 envoy officials assigned to produce influence per skill level. That's a thing to consider. Quid pro quo. Gain 18 months worth of unity. It's not terrible. What about prosperity? Mining station output, resources from jobs, upkeep from jobs. Mercantile. Monthly trade is improved. Trade per civilians. So civilians actually do something? Trickle up economics? Oh, I hate it. Amenities improved per traders. This would encourage me to have traders on every planet, which isn't terrible, but city districts with commercial nexus receive additional trader jobs. So this would make sure that all of my planets at least have some form of traders. And traders are good now. That's what I need in order to buy everything, so. Unlocks consumer benefits, allowing to turn trade into consumer goods or unity. True. See, Mercantile is good just for that. Gain access to proxy wars. Proxy wars can be initiated through diplomacy. To start proxy war, you must have sufficient trust or infiltration. I could also go with subterfuge. Is anyone else alive? Most of them have died. Dead. Hurry Pollo's initially retired, so we got a replacement. We have Hurry Pollo the second. Available envoys improved. Infiltration speed is a lot faster. Alrighty, so we got a few. Domination is nice just for more influence and making our counselors better. And I think I kind of just want domination. Because domination used to be like, oh, you specifically need to have vassals or stuff, but now that it doesn't focus on that, and it focuses on... Actually, domination kind of has everything I'm needing. You always seem to live a long time. Alright, who am I wanting? There are a couple that I am interested in. I don't think I care about diplomacy that much. Yeah, I don't really care enough about diplomacy. So aptitude is great for making our leaders cheaper and better. Domination kind of gives us a little bit of everything that I'm kind of needing. Unlocks edict, extended shifts. Mercantile would be great to improve our trade. And subterfuge. So I got kind of 4. The idea of proxy wars is nice. But I think that's going to have to just be later. I'm gonna go ahead and take Mercantile. Alright, but you were curious about where you're currently at, Cholito. Here you are, you're level 5. We go to the leaders and just our scientists. Here's Cholito. You're age 93, so you actually have a chance to die or retire every month. Cholito is from the tundra world of Calistar, where you were previously a noble. So that's your background. We may need to get you a replacement. Not gonna lie, we may just have to get this one. We'll see. You're a youngster. Sorry, Cholito. You've got gray hairs, man. You're old, about to kick the bucket. It could happen any moment. We got our blue lasers, finally. We now can have stronger ships. Research alternatives. Perfect. So now ship designer. Blue lasers. Modified pilots. Right, which means you need to research that. We now have access to destroyers. We're starting to get a lot of good techs. I think we'd go ahead and get the exotic gas extraction. Better than nothing. But situation log, I think I want to go ahead and research these Cthulhuids.
System surveyed.
And on Calistar, for our economy, we're going to go ahead and fully open up the farmers. How are we doing on each of these planets? Oh my goodness. Dealing with the Radiant Storm. Management. Need to go ahead and... Field Dynamics Center, I guess. What year does the game end? 2400.
Evading hostiles.
How close are we to the amoeba pacification? 2 months.
Relaying transmission.
What can you offer us? We have ore, rich, luminous ore, torn bright from the stone, sparkling minerals, with the sparks charged against the empire. But we hunger, we thirst, grant us food, and we shall supply you builders, makers with 500 minerals. Not interested. Yeah, you can live that long. No, you definitely cannot. I don't have any of the techs to improve your lifespan to live that long. Could it be possible? Yes, it's not happening. We don't have enough society research. Amoebas have been pacified.
Special project complete.
Awesome. Which means you can now move there.
Construction complete.
Right, mining stations and then research stations.
Debris analyzed.
Caravaneers, local franchise. An urgent missive from Socialite explains that a large number of now former members of the Numistic Order seek political asylum on the planet. The local administration has seen fit to pass the decision of what to do with them up to the chain of command. I want to add the rules. So, government policies. As the policy, refugees are welcome. Refugees welcome. We'll take all. Alrighty, so here's the rules. Don't make a fool of me now. Ah! Alrighty. Ingenious. Technician jobs greatly improved. So they produce a lot of energy. Fantastic. We could work with that. Budding. Every 100 pops working as slave or better produces monthly organic pop growth. So they grow more the more of them there are. Awesome. And of course they are also strong. Which works great with them being ingenious. Okay, that's cool. Cool.
Construction complete.
I need luxury residences here.
Technology researched.
The Senate is now in session for regulatory facilitation. How's my economy doing? It's not doing terrible. But, like, if I compare it to the Pelician League economy, theirs is just, all of theirs is just way better than mine. I'm going to say nay. There we go, artificial breeding. This is exactly what we're looking for. Ooh, Vaz the Gilded leveled up. I deserve my own core being so awesome. Vote not being so awesome. Alrighty, Vaz the Gilded. Xenolinguistic. Monthly influence. That's actually really good, because I really need influence right now. Envoys improve relations, have a chance to acquire a favor. Ooh. Or Council General, Envoy, improve relations. Nope. Deep connections. Let's get even more influence. I like big numbers. Carnival protesters. Protests have erupted across Crystal Prime. Driven by the growing anxiety over the perceived transformation of our society following first contact with an alien species. Right. 50 years later. Or you could... Demonstrators question long-standing traditions, challenge the foundations of governance, and demand adaptations to accommodate a future reshaped by this revelation. Though non-violent, the sheer scale of these movements has placed a strain on civic services and disrupted daily life. However, many citizens do not see these protests as mere disorder. They see them as a reckoning, a sign that our very identity is being rewritten before our eyes. How's our stability doing? I can gain more unity. Well, so at this point in time, well, you've made a couple of friends in space through other colonies. Multiple other empires have threatened to conquer us. So, from our empire's current standpoint, at this point, they are now saying that we should be changing our ways. And by our ways, it's following the teachings of Blestalia, of peace, prosperity, in a hierarchical sort of fashion. You know, hierarchy, peace, and a greater purpose, or a greater power. This is saying that there are new things, new concepts for us to discover. We have robots now amongst our empires. We have other species. We have catfish literally setting up trade networks and other ways that our empire could potentially flourish. It is not just our path to take. It is it is a collection of many decisions, a culmination of everyone's actions. But this would be encouraging people that go against the hierarchy. This would be encouraging people that there is not a greater power, but there is knowledge to be gained. Perhaps peace is not the option. Perhaps we should rule now with an iron fist. Showing great power against our neighbors would ensure that those threats no longer encounter our borders. Perhaps we should embrace the ideas of other aliens. What about these machines? Do they even count as aliens? Should we perhaps hate other aliens and try to go straight to focusing purely on the superior Phoenician ideas? Just don't give me the Megatron treatment. Encourage participation makes it to where everyone is now questioning, is peace, authoritarianism, and spiritualism really the best thing for us? It will break our unity. It is great for open discussion. Specialist pop resource outputs on this planet will be reduced.
Situation log updated.
Winds of change. Let us see what our people think. Perhaps it is time. That poor penguin. Megatron's still alive. I think you forget, Megatron is very much still alive. The Manifesti. The protests on Crystal Prime have ceased almost as suddenly as they began. Many now point to the Manifesti, a shadowy collective known for provocative works that challenge societal norms. While their involvement remains unconfirmed, their latest projects have fixated on the alleged consequences of First Contact, fueling both controversy and unrest. Though the demonstrations have ended, the Manifesti remain. Their message spreads. Their influence lingers. The time has come to decide how we must respond. Let them have their fun. This allows pacifism to improve, declare their message to be void, that costs stuff. I really don't want to do that. Locate and detain their families. We'll let them have their fun. Our people have decided that all the wars that we have been doing is the wrong way to be approaching everything. We should be more peaceful. The people are speaking. But you wouldn't show me him. I showed him! He was there! He's still there! Right, mind over matter is completed. We come in peace, shoot to kill. Reorganize the council? Nah. Preserve the order. Open markets. Chart the unknown. I think we're gonna go ahead and chart the unknown again. Oh, Cholito is still insisting that Megatron is dead. Megatron is not dead. It's just Megatron got completely outclassed by everything. It's propaganda. It's not. I assure you it's not. Hey, our fleets are almost there. Oh, you no longer need to be cloaked. So, because cloaking makes them move slower. They no longer need to be moving that slowly.
Hostile fleet.
Alrighty.
Situation log updated.
Stuff within my empire is getting improved. We're not going to focus too much on that. Alrighty. Consumer benefits. Allows us to convert a portion of our trade into consumer goods or unity. That would mean I would need less... Alright. We are going to go ahead and do that. Policies and edicts. Trade policy. I don't need the unity. I need consumer benefits. 50% of our collected trade earns us consumer goods. Making sure that alrighty. I really need you to just investigate anomalies. But why are you going all the way around, you stupid old man? Investigate anomalies in my borders. Ugh. Alright, build this starbase. Alright, construction ship. Almost.
System surveyed.
Alrighty. The commander that we hired leveled up. I really need him to just be the best admiral possible. We may need to have a farming world. Let me take the Penguin's corpse home and retire. Megatron's still alive. You can insist he's dead. He's still alive. He's just doesn't have a place at all anymore.
System surveyed.
Like, he hasn't even been turned into soup. He's still in that box. Oh, we can... terraform another world. Terraform this into a tundra world. More tundra worlds, please.